What did you think about the fact that Mark Duplass didn't get much of a role in this? Because that's one thing people have said, and they wished he was in it more. And I wonder if he might appear in like a sequel, if there is a sequel.
Me that wouldn't have minded. I know that it was part of the original series, so that's probably something they felt they needed to put in the film. But I wouldn't have minded if the scientists had just been taken out completely and it had just been those two characters. I didn't mind a little bit of the science experiments. It does kind of make sense that eventually at some point someone would find it and want to explore it and you do experiments. But yeah, for me, the main thing was just all of the exposition at the end. It's like,
Yeah, maybe it fell a bit flat just because he hadn't been in the movie much. Like, if he'd been in the movie more, then it might have worked where he's like, okay, this is what this guy is.
It might be interesting in the next film if they have a scientist who gets trapped in the backrooms and becomes one of the experiments. That could be interesting. That perspective of someone that understands what it is or what they think it is, but still ends up having to experience it for themselves. That could be cool.
It's come out this week, then there's going to be a new version of the movie with 15 added minutes, which is going into cinemas, I think July 5th or something. I saw the date, and they're sort of extending the run with added footage.
Feels like such a cash grab to me. I don't like it. I prefer what Obsession is doing, where they're releasing what's essentially the director's cut when it goes to streaming, and I think that is the right thing to do. I don't like it at all, adding the extra minutes while it's in theaters. It just feels so, hey, come back and give us more money. Like, I don't like it. And I also feel like it's unfair to those of us that went and saw it early on when it first came out, and now they're doing this, and it's like, we got punished for for helping to make the film successful. So I don't like it. I hope that it doesn't become a trend. That's all I've got, is just that I don't like it, and that's something that should be reserved for streaming if they decide to add that footage. And I definitely will not be returning to theaters to see the extra 15 minutes. I'll see it when it's streaming somewhere. So it makes you wonder how important it had to be if they decided to cut it anyways.
The cost of the cinema is quite pricey, and there's a lot of movies that are maybe worth seeing, so it's a bit, people were in a cost of living crisis, things like that. And I agree with you, because it does feel films of the past, they would have those things where like it would be called like a director's cut or something, and it would appear on like the DVD, and then you've got the option which version you watch. And it crossed my mind, like, is this just because he's got obviously all these different ideas with the movie? Like, so is it just, maybe it's more Mark Duplass, because people have said how he's like briefly in the movie and they expected him in more. So maybe he's in more of like this extra footage. It's a cheap tactic. And
yeah, I still feel like even if it's more footage of him, they should have waited until it's streaming. And when you told me, I had the thought, I haven't seen a shameless cash grab like this since the Clue movie came out, and they were like, there's 3 endings, so you have to, instead of playing them all in one showing, you have to go and see the film 3 times to watch all of the endings.
At least on theme with the game, but
Yeah, I will say that, at least it's like on theme with the game, because anybody could be the killer. And yeah, but looking back at it, I mean, I didn't see it until it was on VHS. God, I'm so old. So I got to see all 3 right there. And it's fine. Like you said, at least it kind of goes with the game, and it was a marketing thing and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's fine, but like, it is kind of a cash grab too, though. And but yeah, I feel like this is worse.
I mean, studios are always thinking of ways they can do that. Yeah.
But this is worse because it's, I don't know, it just feels like an afterthought. Like, how can we, maybe they're trying to make more money than Obsession, because I think Obsession made more in the box office, and they're like, how can we beat them?
Bit of competition there.
Maybe.
They're checking the dates. When does Obsession finally leave the theatre?
We're gonna get more people in as soon as Obsession stops streaming. I mean, starts being in theaters.
The Clue thing, was it like you go along and you just get whichever ending? Like it's a random in your cinema. They're choosing to play that ending.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, they, after it had come out and like people figured out it has 3 endings, they would put like Clue version A, B, C, so people knew when they went to the showing which one it was. If what I read online is correct, like I said, I didn't see it till it was on VHS. I was way too young. So I think that's what they were doing so that people would be able to see all 3 and know what they were going into. I loved the ending. I loved how everyone was involved, and then somebody could be like, that wasn't what happened. What? Did we see the same movie? Like, that's such a fun thing. So yeah, you're right. I guess it's a little less cash grabby because it had that going for it. That whole, like, people thinking that they watch different movies and, you know, having these different experiences, and how fun that must have been to figure it out, especially pre-internet. You couldn't just look it up. Does Clue have multiple endings? I take it back. I like that.
I think that's the compromise, isn't it? Like, you know that deep down they're doing it for those reasons, but it's like, as long as they can do it in quite a creative way, and it's at least on point with the theme of it being a game. So, yeah. No, I do like that. I didn't know that, so that's cool.
Every person in this room has the perfect motive.
Stand back!
For murder.
What do you mean? Murder.
But only one of these suspects is the murderer. Is it the timid Mr. Green?
Why are you screaming? Because I'm frightened! What? Screaming!
Or the militant Colonel Mustard?
If I was the killer, I would kill you next.
Huh?
Said if.
Mrs. White, who helped her husband on his way.
Well, it's a matter of life after death. Now that he's dead, I have a life.
Miss Scarlet, who's helped many men along the way.
Practice makes perfect. Huh.
Professor Plum, who's looking for a way.
I'm looking.
Mrs. Peacock.
I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here, but I am determined to enjoy myself.
Or did the butler do it?
No.
Paramount Pictures invites you to an evening of mystery.
Let us in! Let us in! Let us out! Let us out!
Murder.
This is getting quite serious.
And madness. In the movie that makes a scene of the crime.
So who did it?
Clue. It's not just a game anymore.